Well, Sam Mitchell said he was looking for a spark from Bargnani. He got one there right away with that three. And a quick start, I think, is imperative for Toronto. Their confidence is definitely lacking so far.
Richard Jefferson right back from downtown. And Richard Jefferson has been a major factor for the Nets. It's coming back from the ankle surgery, arthroscopic surgery, sat out 21 games. A bit slow to be able to pick it up. Not quite what he was a year ago, but still has played well. The foul is called on Jefferson.
Well, a favorable matchup for Jefferson going against Bargnani. Obviously, Jefferson with the huge speed edge, and I think that's the big question mark for the Raptors. Can Bargnani stay with Jefferson? Remember, fast break points have been a huge edge in favor of New Jersey. They have really run past the Raptors, and Toronto with a slower lineup here tonight.
And the Nets now lead at 11-7.
It's a very important shot for Nesterovic and for the Raptors because New Jersey has been sitting in Chris Bosh's lap this entire series, so other guys are going to have to step out, knock down some shots.
Vince Carter off to the fast start, 3 for 3 from the field. He has 7 points.
And the key for him, when he can get a couple of easy ones early, then that jumper is in rhythm. He's capable of getting hot.
And TJ Ford, who was on fire in game 3. Game 2 came back after sitting out the entire fourth quarter in the opener of the series. Here's Kidd wide open for 3. Sam Mitchell, the head coach of the Raptors, getting quite a bit of attention when, I don't know if he says he wasn't kidding, but when he questioned the knee sprain of Jason Kidd, he referred to it as the supposed knee injury.
I think it was more out of frustration than anything. Kidd played so well that Mitchell was just saying, how could he have possibly been hurt? New Jersey off to the quick start here tonight.
Nets look to run. Raptors get back as we come up on 5 minutes to play in this first quarter. The Nets off to a 19-9 lead. And once again, it's been the combination of Kidd and Carter. Here's Kidd. Yes, another 3 for Jason Kidd.
And Mark, one of the things that's not the same, you talk about the international players coming over here with experience. One of the things that's not the same is these 4 out of 7 series. You know, there's so much strategy involved. There are adjustments. You get tired of the other team.
For Toronto, Antoine Wright on the floor for the Nets for the first time. They double up on Carter. There's Nachbar. Gets it back to Carter for 3. Yes, he is on fire. 15 points for Carter.
Nachbar's done a nice job, not only in this game right away, but in this series. He's been a big player for New Jersey. He's taking huge shots down the stretch. His confidence has grown incredibly this season.
So that's the end of the first. A strong start for the Nets. They lead the Raptors 32-15. The Nets end the quarter on an 8-0 run. They shoot 12 for 20 from the field. Led by Vince Carter, 6 of 8, 15 points.
But they've got to get a spark somehow. They just look like they're lifeless out there right now.
Toronto team that had an excellent regular season. Nachbar for 3. Host John Nachbar from downtown, and the Nets now have a 20-point lead. The ball back to the Raptors. Coach John Nachbar has been on target with the 3-point shot. He's hit critical threes throughout the season. Bargnani getting inside on Jefferson, could not finish.
And that's eventually where he's going to have to become a really strong player on the block. A little bit like Dirk Nowitzki. Reminds you of Dirk when he was a rookie. Nachbar knocks down another 3. But Bargnani, multi-skilled. This is an interesting lineup. Joey Graham, Dixon. You got Calderon. And this is not a lineup that they normally go to. Very small one. He's trying to match New Jersey's speed.
2 on the shot clock. Carter for 3. It's Carter telling a fan, settle down, I'll take care of it.
I think the fan was telling him the shot clock was winding down. He turned around and said, I know, don't worry.
Saying, I have a clock in my head. I'm all right.
I love the fans getting involved here.
Trying to help. 47-30 Nets. And Ken Maurer with the call.
The shot clock was winding down, and Carter ends up with Bargnani on him. A lot of strange matchups out here because of these small lineups. And then he turns, he says, don't worry, I know, shot clock was down to 2. I had it the whole way.
Fouls on Nachbar.
I read his lips, that's how I
see.
He just caught the ball at the three-point line, pump faked, put it on the floor, and knocked down the pull-up jumper. Very few 7-footers not named Dirk Nowitzki can make that play.
14-4 run by the Raptors. Here's Kidd for 3. Yes. Jason Kidd, 3 of 5 from the field. He has 9 points.
Well, this game is a carbon copy, really, of Game 3 when the Nets jumped out to that 26-13 lead after the first quarter. Toronto made a couple of runs during the game, eventually got the lead down to 9 in the third quarter, but it wasn't enough. We'll see tonight if they can sustain one of their runs.
Kidd pulls it up and fires. Yes!
Oh.
That's his 4th three-pointer.
He's dominated this series with his passing, with his rebounding, not so much with his shooting. Came into tonight shooting 38%, but 4 for 6 tonight, all from the three-point line. Kidd with 12 points, and New Jersey once again taking apart Toronto, a 17-point lead.
Carter averaged 25 a game during the regular season to lead the Nets. He had an outstanding year. Shot 45%. Did well from the three-point line. In fact, the Nets have been a very good three-point shooting team tonight. They've had 10. They're 10 of 18 from beyond the arc. 17-point net lead. Carter with 21 points in 19 minutes of play. Moore with the block. Kidd on the run.
There are pictures only because of this, because the one thing I said at the beginning of the game that you have to do to stop New Jersey is slow them down. If you slow them down, you can put them in the half court. They're not great outside shooters. However, Jason Kidd also is a guy who wills things to happen. And here he is knocking down a 3 when it got to 11. He comes back the next possession, shoots a pull-up 3 like he's Ray Allen or somebody, and knocks it down again. But this is where he's at his best. Off of the block, in the open floor, he pushes the ball out front. You have Mikki Moore trailing. No, he goes over the right. You get them in the running game. Jason Kidd wills 2 threes in. Then it's a blowout again. So my pictures lived.
And so Miami is out. Chicago moves on to take on their Central Division rivals, the Detroit Pistons, in the next round. Jason Kidd and the New Jersey Nets up 19 at the break.
The Nets looking to take a 3-1 lead on this best
And it's
of
been
7.
Kidd and Carter all the way. I mean, they were totally dominant in that first half. They combined for 33 points, 12 assists, 12 rebounds. How about New Jersey's work from the three-point line as you look at the Jeep game summary? 10 for 18 in one half, 16 assists on their 20 field goals. So New Jersey very, very sharp here. And offensively, their execution has been superb.
4 threes hit by Jason Kidd, 4 of 5 from beyond the three-point line, and Vince Carter's hit 3 from downtown. Carter with 21 points, Kidd with 12, along with 7 assists and 6 rebounds. Again, an outstanding effort for Jason Kidd, although he's playing with that strained knee injury.
Kidd and Carter were hot, as David Aldridge pointed out. Jefferson was not. He was about 2 for 6 in the first half. They designed 2 plays for him right away.
And this off the steal. Kidd passed on a 3. Carter says, no, you take it. And he does. And hits.
It's just beautiful basketball. Sam Mitchell's going to get a timeout here, but that's what it's about. Push the ball and then just move it until you get the best shot. That's what Chicago did 4 straight games against Miami. That's how they swept that series, and that's what good teams do.
The Nets have come out. They've hit the first 7 points of the third quarter. 63-37 the score. A moment ago, Jason Kidd knocked down another 3, so the Nets are 11 of 19 from three-point range. There's a late whistle. They call it a shooting foul, so Parker will shoot 2. 11 made threes, ties a net franchise playoff record. They had 10 threes in the first half. And Steve, that was one shy of the all-time NBA playoff record for a half for most made three-pointers. 4 other teams hit 11.
And you talked about this earlier. They set a franchise record this season. Most three-pointers made in a season by the team, 609. They obliterated the former record.
And that can affect the team both positively and negatively.
Yeah.
And we've seen that in the case of the Nets, where they fall in love with the three. Jefferson taking it to the rim, and he'll go to the line. As the Nets have come out, particularly earlier in the season, and particularly Vince Carter would fire away from three-point range because they have had success in a previous game. The foul is on Nesterovic, so here's 2 more for Jefferson at the line.
And I think some of it also is the fact that Nenad Kristic, their starting center, suffered a season-ending knee injury early on. And the Nets have virtually no postgame to speak of unless Carter or Kidd goes down on the block. So without any interior scoring, at times the Nets have resorted to firing away from the perimeter.
Carter met by Parker. Collins trying to set a pick. Bargnani on Jefferson. They clear it out. Kept alive by Kidd. Carter for 3. Yes.
You're kidding me.
And off balance 3 from deep in the corner by Carter.
Assist number 10 for Jason Kidd. He was just tracking down the loose ball and just flicked it over to Carter.
That's 4 threes for Carter.
But it has been all New Jersey here tonight. Watch the deflection, and then Kidd just makes the little no-look one-hand pass. It actually wasn't a good pass. Didn't exactly hit Carter in rhythm, but he made a very athletic three-point look.
Foul on Peterson, who just checked in. Nets are now up to 51% from the field. 91-62. The Nets jumped in front early. They led by 17 after 1, led by as many as 21 in the first half. They've led by as many as 33. Here's Carter for 3. That's his 5th three-pointer. He has 27 points. Another sparkling performance back here in New Jersey for Vince Carter.
And another defensive assignment missed by Toronto. Chris Humphries fails to come out on Carter in that zone, and Vince knocks another one down. The only thing you don't want is for everything to get really sloppy. You don't want anybody to get hurt, but you don't want sloppy play to creep in here. You've been so sharp all night long. You just want to be solid here the last 9 minutes.
Nachbar for 3. That's solid.
That is solid, and that's three-pointer number 14. 14 out of 25. Unbelievable shooting.
3 of 4 from downtown for Nachbar.
And this is the weakest part of his game, the jump shot. That was going tonight, 6 of 10. Overall, he had 17 points, 13 assists, 8 boards in less than 29 minutes of action. Pretty much a perfect game for a point guard.
5 of 6 from three-point land for Kidd. Vince Carter, 27 points in 28 minutes. 9 of 15 from the field, 5 from downtown. Vince, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Nachbar off the bench for 11. He hit 3 threes.
Your three-point shot was going early and often. How did it feel to you?
It felt great. I had a lot of great looks. You know, early in this series that, we're around the rim, and my teammates, keep finding me. So they keep encouraging me to shoot.
Lead the best of 7, 3 games to 1 between the Dallas Mavericks and the Golden Fire crew. I'm Marv Albert saying good night from the New Jersey Meadowlands. You're watching TNT, the exclusive home of the Eastern Conference.